Once upon a time, there were three friends John, Ivan, and Giovanni. All of them were farmers, and they all shared the water which came down by the mountains in a winding brook, and also shared a duck pond. How could they share a duck pond, you'll ask? Well, if you think about it, sharing things isn't that difficult. When the snow had melted, John, Ivan, and Giovanni plowed their fields. Their wives also helped them in sowing the vegetables and herbs. One day in early spring, when the families were having lunch by the duck pond, an important looking stranger came. He handed each of them a notice and announced,
Times are good. How fortunate am I? Whenever my family is in need, you guys really did help me. For that, I'm thanking you for all.
Who's that man? Who's that man? What is this?
Berlin, Moreland, and Thailand's governments have decided that from today you're gonna build fences along your farms.
But how can we build the fences?
You decide among yourself.
We cannot split our land.
Yes. Children, come here. We have an important discussion today.
Okay, now everyone sit down.
A stranger came and told us to build fences
Why do we have to do it?
Because we are scared to face the consequences.
We work together in the bad times and good times, and this is not gonna part us.
We can build fences, but we can put gates, can't we?
They helped each other make the fences and built big gates in each fence. Now they still visited and helped one another, although maybe just a little bit less than before. Later that year, the stranger returned to inspect the fences. He was fairly satisfied with what the families had done, but he had some new rules to be announced.
Why are we here again?
Each of your governments have its own form of education, and since the children live far away and they cannot attend the school at winter, each family will be sent lessons, and the children must study separately.
But it would make it harder for the children. I guess if they study together, they will learn more.
It is of no consequences for the authority, but it is the rule and you must follow it.
That winter was certainly different from others. All the children had to study separately, and most of them had a hard time studying.
I didn't understand anything.
In spring, when the snow started to melt, the stranger came to discuss the watering of the fields.
You again? What is your word here?
Since the brook runs from Ivan's property, John and Giovanni must pay to Ivan.
What?
And Ivan must pay some of the money to his government.
That year, the families didn't plant their crops together, nor did they weed together. They were all terribly upset that things had gone to such a sad state, but they were also angry with themselves and each other because no one had done anything earlier. John and Sally said crosswords to Ivan and Helen. Ivan pushed Giovanni and Helen pushed Rosie.
You policeman! You didn't take my bag. Why?
They were standing outside one afternoon arguing when suddenly Sonia appeared. She climbed up into the tree and said,
Stop it!
Sonia!
Stop fighting like this! Don't you remember the phone we used to have? The dog pond we used to play? We used to have the best party. and a lot of friends. But now we don't play with each other because the man from the government told us to build fences and not be friends. I hate it being like this, and I want to stop it now.
After listening to what Sonia had said, they realized that she was right and decided to have a great Thanksgiving dinner. That day, they all decided to apologize to each other and vowed to never fight again. Friends are the families of heart. Sometimes we may quarrel, sometimes there may be misunderstanding, but we should not let fences build upon our friendship.
Do ba 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 do do ba do 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 a do ba do ba do boo ba do a do ba do ba do ba do a do ba do ba do do a do ba do ba 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 do ba do. A do ba do ba do ba do ba do.
Okay.
A do 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 do. A do ba do ba do. A do ba do ba do ba do ba do.
A farmer.
A do ba do ba do 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 ba do. Yeah. Do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do ba do